In this video, I'm going to explain the 5 things that are holding you back and stopping you from becoming a Fortnite pro. But just before we get into that, if you guys are interested, I have a coaching Discord server. It's completely free to join and I'll leave the link to it down in the description. Now, the first thing stopping you from going pro is your setup. If you guys are on a bad PC or if you're on a console, then it's very unlikely that you will go pro. And the reason for this is because you can't get the same performance that you would on a really good PC. Because your game is not running at a high FPS, especially in end games, your FPS is going to be dropping and this is going to cause you to play bad. So if you don't have a good setup, this is really going to hold you back, and I'd recommend upgrading your setup as soon as possible. The next thing holding you back is the skill gap. And what I mean by this is the difference in your skill compared to the pro players. The pros are so far ahead of you in terms of their skill that it's quite hard for you to catch up. And the reason for this is because a lot of these tier 1 pros have been playing the game at this pro level for like 4 or 5 years. Now, some players like Booga and Clicks have even been playing the game for over 6 years at this professional level. Now, this ties into my next point, which is about your experience. You don't have that experience at a high level, so it's really hard for you guys to compete and be at this pro level, right? You don't have that experience. Like I just said, the pros have been playing for many, many years at this level. So they have that experience in these set lobbies, in these grand finals, and you just don't have that experience. So you can't actually play to the level that they are. And we've seen this recently with Shark. He's one of the best fighters in the world, but in the last 2 grand finals he's played, he's dudded. He hasn't got anywhere near the top. And the reason for this is because he lacks the experience. He's only played in like 2 or 3 grand finals, so he doesn't really know how to play it yet. And that just comes with time and experience and getting the reps in playing in these hard lobbies. The best way to get experience is to play as many tournaments as you can. Try and qual for as many tournaments as well. That way you get the practice in the finals, in the harder lobbies against harder opponents. Now, another way to get more experience is in scrims. There might not be any tournaments on. Maybe you can't qual to the finals. You're not that good yet. So if you want to get good experience against good players, then you need to be playing scrims and trying to get into the next level of scrims. You know how most Discord servers have like better scrims for the better players. You need to be trying to work your way up and practice against better players. Now, the next thing holding you back from going pro is your work ethic. This is basically how much you're working. If you guys are putting in less than 8 hours a day, then it's very unlikely that you will go pro. So like I said earlier, the skill gap is really big. And if you want to catch up and fill that gap and catch up to the pros, then you need to be playing more than they do. You need to be grinding as much as you can and just putting in as much work and practice as possible. And if you're not putting in those hours, maybe you only play for a couple of hours a day, then you're not going to succeed. You won't make it and you're not going to be a pro. You need to be playing anywhere from 6 to 10 hours every day if you actually want to make it and be a tier 1 pro. Now, a lot of you guys just don't have the work ethic for that. You don't want it bad enough and you're not willing to put in those hours. And that is why you won't succeed. Now, the final thing holding you back from going pro is coaching. These tier 1 pros all work with professional coaches and they pay them thousands of dollars every month to give them the best strategies, the best ideas and plans and how they want to play the game. Now, obviously, if you're a new player, you're not going to be rich like these pros. You can't afford to pay coaches thousands every season to give you the best strats. And a lot of the coaches like BloodX, they're not going to work with randoms who aren't even good at the game. So even if you do have that money, they won't want to coach you. Now, this doesn't mean it's impossible to go pro. There is still a chance that you can make it. So if you want to find out more and have a better chance at becoming a Fortnite pro, then check out the first link down in the description.